I don't think anything quite sums up Xbox's fortunes lately better than this video. Let's take a watch.
God damn it, Xbox CEO Phil Spencer. Not again.
What, you're not happy to see your old pal Big Philly?
No! Every time you show up, it's just so you can punch me in the dick with bad news. I'm tired of it, man.
Come on, that's ridiculous. Name one time that's happened.
Hey, Phil, I'm really excited to play Halo Infinite. It's gonna be
Unfinished release! Hey, bud, I know I told you to pin all your hopes on Redfall, but worst game of the year! Massive layoffs at Xbox! Shutting down award-winning studios!
I thought you said Hi-Fi Rush was a breakout hit.
Don't you ever quote me to me! No more Xbox exclusives! Console price hike! Perfect Dark reboot canceled! Another console price hike! Yeah, I have no memory of any of those.
Look, I love Xbox. Yeah, I've been a ride or die since the beginning. But these past few years with the incessant dick punches you've been delivering, it's just made it really hard to be an Xbox fan.
Hey, bud, I get it. We've made some mistakes in the past, but this time it's not my fault. You know, there's market conditions beyond my control. All the crazy tariffs, inflation, the looming recession. You know, you're not the only one that's the victim of this administration's decisions. It's right out here for everyone, including
There are people struggling out there, but come on.
You know, you're not the only one that's the victim of this administration's decisions. It's right out here for everyone, including us.
Yeah, sure, times are definitely tough, and there's a lot of people struggling out there, but come on. Read the fucking room. You guys are
Exactly.
a $4 trillion company.
Amen.
Trillion. A number so absurdly high that most people can't even conceive of it. So why don't you, for once, be the consumer-friendly company you promised Xbox would be when you took over and use some of that massive wealth to help protect the millions of Xbox gamers who are struggling? Because if companies like yours don't start helping their customers now, you might not have any in the future.
Whoa. I mean, you've given me a lot to think about.
That's great, Phil. Maybe you really are as caring as you appear.
And done thinking. $30 a month for Game Pass.
So there we go, guys. That sums up Xbox basically in a nutshell. Phil Spencer, he seems like a really nice, caring guy, but at the same time, the incessant dick punching continues. Xbox, please be better. Please do better. It's been a tough time for Xbox lately. A really tough time. And so tough, the fact that people have been believing rumors that Xbox is about to leave the console business. So many rumors and so many people believe in the rumors that Xbox have had to come out and make a statement regarding this and whether they are committed, whether they are making a new Xbox console. We're going to be getting into it. An Xbox journalist has basically said that the latest rumors are a huge challenge for the brand right now, because obviously some Xbox fans have been worried. We've seen rumors that Walmart and Target are pulling Xbox products off the shelves, and a lot of photos actually back that up, because we've seen Xbox sections in Walmart with no Xbox games. The Xbox games have just been piled up at the bottom, not on display, and they've actually put Nintendo Switch 2 games up for display in the Xbox section and expanded the Nintendo section, because Xbox games and Xbox hardware just isn't selling right now. And it's a hard time for Xbox, because people are putting out rumors saying Xbox is dropping out the gaming business, and we believe it's not hard to believe, because obviously Xbox have been putting their games on PlayStation, they've been putting their games on PC, they've been raising the price of Xbox Game Pass, they've just recently released, or they're about to release tomorrow, in 2 days time, the new Xbox ROG Ally at $1,000, which is funny because just a few months ago Phil Spencer says, criticized the PlayStation 5 Pro's pricing and says, we're not growing the console industry by releasing $1,000 consoles. Then literally like a few months later, they're releasing a $1,000 console saying it's an Xbox. Help me make that make sense. But we're going to be getting into it and diving into it and reading some articles and seeing what people have to say and seeing what Xbox have said themselves about the next gen console. But first, please take the time. I'm Blaze. Like, subscribe, click the bell icon right this second. Have you clicked it yet? Click it. Please click it. Did I hear a click? Anyways, let's get into it. So we've got a couple of articles I'm going to get through. Obviously, an Xbox journalist saying all these rumors are a huge challenge for Xbox. Xbox and Microsoft basically have had to issue a statement denying that Target and Walmart are pulling Xbox products. And lastly, they've also had to issue a statement saying and denying that next-gen consoles could be cancelled. We're actively investing in our future first-party consoles. So let's get started with this one, right? Xbox journalist says latest rumors are a huge challenge. So basically, rumors about the imminent demise of Xbox are hardly a new phenomenon. They seem to start swirling around every time Microsoft makes a controversial decision, which, as you know, they have made a lot of controversial decisions lately. We've seen them dialed up to 11 after the recent Game Pass price hikes, and journalist Tom Warren believes they're becoming a huge challenge for the brand right now. Yesterday, we covered a story about Microsoft coming out and making a statement saying select US retailers obviously are going to continue to stock Xbox products. They're just maybe not going to make a big deal of showing them off. They're still going to stock them though for people who are maybe doing pickup orders. And Tom Warren over on X basically said, over the past week, some Xbox fans have been worried that Microsoft's cancelling its next-gen Xbox or that Target and Walmart are pulling stock of said Xbox products from shelves. The fact that these rumors are believable is a huge challenge for the Xbox brand right now. And Target has provided a statement to me following rumors that Xbox games and hardware is no longer being sold in the store. The spokesperson noted that Xbox products are still being sold at Target, in-store and online. We continue to sell Xbox consoles, games and accessories both in stores and on Target.com. Select items are currently not showing up on Target.com because they're sold out, but once available again, consumers will see them on Target.com. Microsoft has had to issue a statement basically saying Target and Walmart remain committed partners to Xbox. Obviously, I've seen other images. My local Target is getting rid of their Xbox section. This is what somebody sent on or posted, on Reddit here, basically showing their Xbox section basically on a pallet ready to be removed, which is kind of worrying, right? As he said, my local Target's getting rid of the entire Xbox section. The electronics manager says they will no longer carry systems, games or accessories. He said that all Targets in the Kansas City area are purging their Xbox stock as well. Microsoft basically went out and disputed this, obviously. Following this, various outlets started reporting in the post, and it snowballed into something that attracted a lot of social media attention. However, the likes of Destin Legary and even former Xbox employee Major Nelson advised that they couldn't see anything about Target and Walmart pulling their Xbox stock at first glance. The fact that Destin called both Walmart and Target and was advised the following. They said, at least to my knowledge, I haven't heard anything about like clearing inventory or anything like that, or about being discontinued. They also said they still have them in stock. So this one particular Xbox section is still stocking Xbox stuff. But as you can see, and I mean, speaking from personal experience, every time I went to Target or Best Buy or a lot of stores, when I do walk by the Xbox section, I do see a lot of empty shelves, right? I don't know if it's just because maybe people are buying a lot of Xbox stuff all of a sudden, or whether stores are just not restocking or replenishing their Xbox sections. And it makes sense. If they're not selling much Xbox stock, why have an entire aisle dedicated to Xbox? I understand that. But either way, this is not a good look. When you go into a store, or when the average consumer goes into a store to buy games, and maybe they're interested in buying a new console, when walking by the Xbox section, this doesn't exactly fill you with confidence, right? Seeing a store aisle like this just empty, I mean, it just looks abandoned. Honestly, it looks abandoned. And obviously, here is Xbox's statement. Target and Walmart, among other retailers, remain committed partners for Xbox consoles, accessories, and games. Obviously, we read that before. So, obviously, these rumors have been spurred on by the fact that Costco recently pulled stock of Xbox consoles in a lot of different regions, not just the US. And now it stands to reason that Target and Walmart could have been preparing to do the same now. Nevertheless, though, Microsoft suggests that's not the case. But there have been a lot of fans, at least on social media, posting pictures of their Xbox sections, and they've basically damn near been abandoned. And lastly, let's cover this article. Xbox issues statement denying rumor the next-gen console could be cancelled. Basically, the rumor came from a source known as Sneakers So over at Reset Era. Here's a bit of what they had to say about the hardware sides. So this is where the rumor emanated from. Without going into too much detail, not long after the last round of layoffs, next one should be coming in Q1 26, by the way, and it's going to be just as massive as the last one. Some rumblings out of Xbox started coming out, and they were a little hard to believe. The ramifications of the COD Game Pass gambit not working out were just starting to get properly measured, but the thing that really stuck out to me was that suddenly really concrete plans for actual Microsoft Xbox hardware went from being definitive to up in the air, which was really startling given that this thing was meant to be out relatively soon. It was one of those situations where, despite folks being told, hey, we want to pull the trigger on this in 2026, the steps you would need to take in the lead up to delivering a new console gen weren't being met. A lot of things that were sure things started getting pushed. The Costco retailer pulling Xbox, and apparently they are one of many that we'll learn about soon. Told me all I needed to know. It should be highlighted that this initial post only mentioned up in the air rather than cancelled, but people have been running with it on social media, and it snowballed into a rumor about a full-on cancellation. However, following this, Windows Central reached out to some of their sources to try and verify the info and came to the conclusion that Xbox's next-gen hardware plans are still in the works. So, yeah, basically Xbox came out and responded, basically saying, we are actively investing in our future first-party consoles and devices designed, engineered, and built by Xbox. For more details, the community can revisit our agreement announcement with AMD. I think ultimately, guys, I think the Xbox consoles are going to be different. I think they're pivoting pretty hard right now from, exclusivity, their IPs, their own hardware, and they're just making devices now that can run Xbox games, that can run Game Pass. They're investing in their software and their IPs, and just, releasing hardware that can run that, but can also run other games like PC games, and Steam. I mean, look at the new Xbox ROG Ally. It runs full Windows. It runs the Steam store. So if you have a big game library on Steam, if you used to be a PC gamer, or maybe still are a PC gamer, you can buy an Xbox and boot up Windows and, use it for productivity, but also use it for your PC games that you already have. But then it also opens a gateway for Xbox Game Pass and those sorts of subscriptions and cloud gaming. And I think that's the direction they're going. I think, a next-gen Xbox with Xbox exclusive, I think that's kind of a dated model now. I think PlayStation are dipping their toes into multi-platform releases. Xbox clearly have been for a while, and it's been successful for them. I don't think the next-gen Xbox has been cancelled. I think it's just not going to be a console as we know it to be, right? It's going to be basically just a gaming PC that can run Game Pass, and actually has Game Pass, pushed quite heavily on it with a nice Xbox UI, but also the ability to use full Windows and access other game stores. But yeah, it's just a hectic time for Xbox as a whole right now. I mean, it's one bad announcement after another. But yeah, there we go. That's the update on Xbox and the drama surrounding Xbox. We'll be following it closely. Please consider liking, subscribing, clicking the bell icon on Play Store, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.